Broadly speaking, students appearing for NEET SS 2021 fall into one of two categories. Number one are the freshers who have recently given their postgraduate university exams, and number two are the focused learners comprised of senior students who have been trying hard for the past year or so to learn in depth about their dream subspecialty. Tackle suggests that both these groups of students need to reorient their study habits so as to effectively perform much better at the upcoming NEET SS 2021. For the freshers, Tackle proposes to use a test learn test cycle based on the principle of inductive learning, whereas for focused learners, Tackle proposes a learning cycle of learn test learn based on the principle of deductive learning. As a fresher, your biggest advantage is the fact that you must have done at least one full reading of any one of the above mentioned general surgery references like Bailey, Sabiston or Schwartz. What you have to do in the coming 2 months before NEET SS is to learn to discern facts and concepts from this large body of theoretical knowledge which you have amassed. For that, what you need to do is to initially start by doing more and more of quality MCQs, so that in attempting to solve them or reading the explanations, you are able to focus in on the facts and concepts in each topic area. Once you have done that, you should next move on to read your respective surgery reference textbook that you have already studied, and then apply the principle of inductive learning. Inductive learning, to put simply, means going from specific facts to infer general concepts. Let me explain with an example. Imagine you are reading the chapter on prostate and you happen to come across the section of prostate cancer, where you read that N1 status or node positivity is qualified as stage 4 even if there are no other distant metastases evident. By applying the principle of inductive learning, starting from the specific fact, you start to wonder which are the other solid tumors where N1 status would make it stage 4 even though there is no distant metastasis. By exploring further on this, cross-referencing to other chapters and perhaps even the AJCC TNM staging manual, you quickly learn that soft tissue sarcomas and certain head and neck cancers, including squamous cell carcinoma of the oral cavity, have N1 disease under stage 4 category. So that is a broader concept applicable to multiple tumor types and chapters which you have learned starting from that single section in the chapter on prostate. Now moving on to focused learners. The advantage for focused learners is that they have already built up a reasonable amount of conceptual knowledge database by doing a preliminary reading of general surgery references as well as an in-depth reading of subspecialty references. Now what they need to do is to start by learning again from the surgery references and to apply the broad concepts which they already have with them and try to find out specific facts which they can infer from the conceptual knowledge that they have. And this process of going from general concepts and adding on specific facts is called deductive learning. Let us cite an example. Any onco aspirant would know that the most critical prognostic factors in a case of cutaneous melanoma are the Breslow's thickness and the nodal status, among other prognostic factors like mitotic rate, ulceration, Clark level, etc. With this conceptual background, when you start to read the chapter on melanoma in Bailey and Love, you happen to notice two sentences. One says that the best prognostic indicator of melanoma in at least the early stages is Breslow thickness, whereas the worst prognostic factor, irrespective of tumor and host factors, is the nodal status. Now, from the background reading that you have done over the past year or so, you must have come across this controversial question of the most important prognostic factor in cutaneous melanoma. By falling back on that question and what you know already, and adding the facts that you read from Bailey to it, you reach the conclusion that a question which asks for the best prognostic factor would probably require Breslow's thickness as an answer, and a question which asks for worst prognostic factor would require nodal status as the answer. So that is about deductive learning for focused learners.